Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone where which you're connecting with me live this Thursday morning right here in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria. First, I want to thank God Almighty for this privilege, for this grace that He has given to us. It has not been easy moving from side to side and helping clients reach their project goal. For us, we're very happy as a project portfolio and a facility manager. That's our desire to ensure that we manage the stakeholders that bring about success in each project. And also, I want to say a very big thank you. I won't stop thanking you. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We're currently 1,300 subscribers right now. That's huge for us. Thank you. And God bless. If you're yet to subscribe to our channel and you listen to us, come on. Why not hit the subscription button and do what? And join us on this trip. I'm currently on my sixth bed bungalow right here in Benin City. We are about starting the filling of this project. We're trying to do maintenance because of the season so that our trucks can drive in. But very quickly, there's a structure right in front of me that has a little structural defect that I like to comment on. But before I take you on a tour on that project, so that for those of you who are building or who want to start building, you can learn from something of this nature so that you don't commit such error on your project. But before I do that, I want to give you 5 tips. 5 tips that you must hold at hand before you start your project, or even if you have started your project. Tip number 1, don't be in a haste to start. So I understand that the desire of so many people is to own their property, especially for those in diaspora. I want to build my house. I want to build my house. Yes, I understand. Don't be in a haste to start. Sit down with your wife. If your children are grown up, sit down with your children and tell them, this is the project I want to embark on. Do you know why? That house is not your house as a husband or even as a wife, as the case may be. That house is the family house. As such, your wife and your children must be carried along so that everybody can be at pace in building the house. Do you know why? I've once gone to a site where the wife is not happy at the building, and the husband actually wants to build that project, but the wife is not happy. And I sensed that the wife is not happy because the man told me indirectly, and I just knew that, man, this woman is not happy about this structure. And do you believe that that structure has been stagnant? Don't be in haste to start. Carry your family members along. And when I mean your family, I mean your wife and your children. And if it's probably your third or your fourth building, yes, you still need to ensure that your wife needs to be carried along. Let her know what you want to do. So people will say, Victor, what do you mean? How about some of us that are men that share the ideology of the fact that I like doing my things secrecy? I do not share such ideology. I respect the fact that as a wife, your husband should know what you are doing, and as a husband, your wife should know what you are doing. And this is why I'm coming out openly and I'm saying, don't be in haste to start. Ensure that you carry your wife or do you know why? Imagine now that you now have, for example, you now have $3,000 and you want to invest it on the property you are building, and your wife is not aware. Your wife is now telling you that only we need money for so thing. And you are now saying that, Nadia, I won't put this money for this structure. Your wife is not aware. She will give you heat. She will give you problem. The more reason why you should carry your family member along. Number 2, scout for the right team. You cannot execute this project alone. The more reason why it is important that you scout for the right, when I mean the right team, the contractor that will be handling your project, the project manager that will be handling your project. So some people will say, why the services of a project manager when we have a contractor? Now, let me state it clearly, that in big organizations, even when they have the contractor on site, they understand the place of project manager. And this is why you see that most of those projects handled by companies don't fail. Do you know why? They expect every element that bring about the success of every project. The same way they have the M&E, the monitoring and evaluation. the monitoring and evaluation, the same way they have the auditing. And so you are saying, Victor, what are you trying to do? Me, where I want to build my 4-bedroom. You when you want to just build your 4-bedroom, but it will interest you to know that if you scout for this right team, it does not cost so much. They don't cost so much. It costs less having them on your team than going to do it alone. I will soon take you to the site so that you will see the error. It's a very major error. But to them, it just looks as if, and just normal thing. But you will see it for yourself. It's a major error. Scout for the right team. Number 3, learn to be constructive. Even though you are the owner of the project, even though you are the sponsor of the project, even though you are the client, learn to be constructive. Not all clients can work with contractors who have temperament issues. To be honest, and I will say this not because I'm on camera, that all the clients I have worked for, they have respected me. To be honest, and I will say this, all the clients I have worked for have respected me, and I owe them this respect back in turn. Learn to be constructive. Even though you are spotting at 1 or 2 things, ensure that you find a way around to communicate with them. And this is where most projects are finding it difficult to find balance. Because the client just feel that I'm the one bringing the money, I'm the one sponsoring the project. If I say A, move A, it's not true. Do you know why? There are things that are obtainable on paper that are not obtainable on reality. As such, as a client, learn to be constructive with the way you speak with your project team. The same way your family members who you are asking to come and inspect the project, learn to be constructive with them. How you are telling him or her to go to the site. Before you know, you just the verse. Say, my brother just send me the go site. Your reason say, myself, if I even get hand work, or myself, I need to go work, and so on and so forth. Ensure that you find the best way to register whatever you know you want to be achieved on the site. Number 4, don't be too smart. Yeah. I'm giving out this point in all sincerity. And all these points are gotten from the experience on the field. Don't be too smart. Even though you are sitting down with the contractor on the site 247, if the contractor wants to misbehave, it will still misbehave. To be honest, if the contractor wants to still misbehave, it will misbehave. Don't be too smart. In the aspect of learn to be constructive, whoever has learned to be constructive will understand the point that, okay, at some point in time, even me as a client, there are ways at which I will just do as if I'm not seeing him or I'm not seeing her. And then later you now call him and say, Oga, you see that thing in that place? I don't like it. Before you know, the person will now say, oh, the person handling your job will now say, man, this man, he saw this thing, but it was constructive. Do you know why? You are the one spending this money. This project must be a success. I do not promote projects that should be abandoned. And I know that I cannot undo all projects. And this is why I am giving advice to you who someone else is managing your project to hold this advice and work with it. I said something earlier. It's very rare that I will have issues on my site with my clients. Do you know why? I spell out everything that I want. And I try as much as possible to advise my clients on what should be and what not should be. So as a matter of fact, there's clarity on the job. But for anyone who you know that I'm not the one handling your job, and then I respect the fact that you come on my channel and that you listen to me. As such, there's a value I should be able to give back in turn based on the experience that I've gathered on the field. And I'm saying, don't be too smart. Yes, don't be too smart. And lastly, encourage your team. Encourage your team. Very, very vital. If you note very well, ever since I started this section, I've been hammering on the aspect of one person cannot achieve this project alone. You need someone in this department, you need another person in this department, another person in that department, just like that. And when you have these people, there are ways you motivate them to help you achieve your project goal. Don't forget that you are the one spending this money. And that as far as you have been able to lay one block on the ground, that project must be a success. And whatever that will not make that project to be a success, I think you have to learn so much to ensure that you kick that thing away from your project. Very shortly, I'm going to take you on this project, and you will see for yourself the little defect that was actually constructed on this site. And I would like you to use this as an eye-opener so that if you're not around, you can actually advise your client, your contractor, not to make same mistake. All right, so follow me carefully as I take you on the tour. All right, so let's go. So we're almost at the site. We're almost at the site. So this is the structure. This is the structure, and they did a chain round beam, very beautiful. Did a chain round beam, but this is where there is an effect. Now they are currently considering parapet on this structure. Considering parapet on this structure, but they didn't do pillar from the foundation. You can see it, but they did pillar from the lintel. So the pillar now continued, or started rather, the pillar now started from the lintel. You can see. You can see. This pillar is supposed to start from the foundation this way, but they didn't start it from the foundation. They started the pillar from the lintel. And this is how it goes around the house. You can see? This is how it goes around the house. Now, why did they do this? They did this because currently they want to do parapet on this structure. So they are trying to improvise on a pillar that will hold the parapet. But nothing is holding this pillar. Look at it. From this lintel, look at it. Nothing is holding this pillar. Look at this. Let me take you to the front back again. Look at this. You can see? They started the pillar from this lintel, and look at this edge. You can see? You can see it? So even from the foundation, there is no pillar at the foundation base. Yes. And the owner of this site now believes that he is building. Don't forget, I used to say something, that the success of any project is determined by what? By the competency of whoever you have assigned to manage your project for you. And I say this often, that it's not about having materials on site. It's about who is using your materials. For me, I think I'm doing my part as a young man on this field, and I appreciate everyone who also appreciates what we are doing. And I want to say a very big thank you, and God bless you. My name is Remain Victor Olise, and if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please kindly hit the subscription button right about now and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and God bless you.